Good morning. Today we're gonna head to Reykjavik, have a look around there because we didn't really have much of a chance yesterday. And then I think we're gonna head back to, is it Gullfoss?
Yeah.
Yeah. Head back to Gullfoss and maybe try and walk down to the very front if we don't get soaked. So yeah, be a good day, I think.
We arrived in Reykjavik in the morning and had a walk around the city centre. The city and buildings reminded us of a blend of Europe and American style architecture, which I suppose makes sense since the country sits between mainland Europe and USA.
We walked up to the church, which was totally different to anything we had seen before, and then walked back down into the city centre to get some breakfast. We shared a massive cinnamon roll and a ham and cheese croissant, and both were really tasty. We then set back off on our drive to the Golden Circle to Thingvellir National Park, which sits on the Atlantic Ocean ridge that runs through Iceland. Here you can see where two tectonic plates meet and the result of years of erosion between the two. It is a really fascinating place to see.
We then got back on the road to go out for lunch, which we were both really looking forward to. We went to Fridheimar, which is a large greenhouse that grows 18% of the tomatoes in Iceland, which is roughly 370 tonnes of tomatoes. It was not a surprise that all the food they offered was in one way or another related to tomatoes. There was tomato beer, tomato soup, ravioli with tomato, and even green tomato apple pie. The list of food and drinks that somehow had tomato crammed into them was rather impressive. How is it?
Pretty good, yeah.
Is it? Tomato beer. Let's see it. I can't.
Green tomato beer. We ordered the tomato soup, Icelandic burrata with tomatoes and a chicken skewer. All the food we had was really tasty, although I think Meg was a bit sick of all the tomato by the time we had finished. It was definitely a different dining experience, and I would fully recommend it to people who, if they're visiting the Golden Circle.
We went back to Gullfoss to get a better view of the waterfall since the wind had died down. It was a bit cloudier, so the pictures didn't look as nice, but more importantly, we didn't get soaked by the wind that had been there the day before.
That's better. We've just made it back from Gullfoss. We didn't get too soaked today. Slight detour on the day. We went out for food first and then came here after, and the food was really good. But we'll put more videos of that in beforehand, I'm sure. So I think now we're just gonna head back to the campsite and get settled in, charge up the last few things that we have to do before going, and find out how the washers work so we can actually clean all our clothes. Good morning, it's our last full day in Iceland today, and we're gonna go to the Sky Lagoon, which is like a spa kind of place just outside of Reykjavik. So we're both really looking forward to that, and hopefully it'll be really good, and we'll try and film as much as we can when we're in there. I don't think either of us can put into words just how nice the Sky Lagoon was. We got the Sky Pass, which meant that you got a private changing room with a shower, which you were shown to you by a member of staff. Once you got changed, you could put all your clothes into one of the many lockers provided. You then have a short undercover walk to a ramp that goes directly into the Sky Lagoon. The lagoon was huge and had lots of spaced out seating, meaning that you never felt like you were on top of anyone else.
Once you reach the end of the lagoon, you can admire the amazing views overlooking the ocean while enjoying warm, crystal clear water. It really is an experience like no other. Also included in our pass was 2 free drinks, which you could either get a drink from the bar in the lagoon or at the cafe afterwards. They had beer, cider, wine and prosecco, as well as a couple of cocktails and the usual soft drinks. We got a beer and a cocktail and then went back every so often to get water to stay hydrated.
On the far left side of the lagoon, you can see a little hut built into the side of a hill. This is where the ritual takes place. The ritual is what makes the Sky Lagoon unique compared to any of the other lagoons we have been to in Iceland.
There are 7 steps in the ritual. The first step is enjoying the warm waters from the lagoon itself. We had probably spent an hour and a half in the lagoon before we decided to continue to step 2, which was a cold plunge pool just outside the building.
Step 3 was a sauna which had amazing floor-to-ceiling views overlooking the ocean. After spending 15 minutes in the sauna, we continued with Step 4, which was a cold mist to cool you down after visiting the sauna. Step 5 was a traditional Icelandic cleansing scrub, which was a way of exfoliating the skin before continuing with Step 6, which was a steam room. We then finished the ritual with a warm shower, washing off the cleansing scrub before re-entering the lagoon for as long as we wanted to.
We finished our time at the Sky Lagoon by sharing the Sky Platter at the snack bar after getting changed. The platter had a mix of traditional Icelandic food, which was nice to try. We enjoyed all of the food on the platter and it was a nice way to finish our time at the Sky Lagoon and in Iceland.